It's an intro. 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 There was the intro. What's up, guys? I am not late. I am not late at all. How dare you? Oh, what are you guys up to today? There is no Drex today. He's here, but he got here late. Really tired. So I'm going to put not with Drex on the title. So I did not mean to mislead anyone, but Drexel is not joining tonight. He should be on tomorrow. Oh, God. So what's up, guys? How are you doing? New camera? No. I changed the camera settings and zoomed in a little bit. Because it being far away is weird. Also, maybe people won't think I'm so short if I'm closer. I do have a new mic, so I think it's okay. It's working well so far. Let's see. That's actually another good reason Drex isn't on, because I need to get another XLR cable now. And so I had to. Spectre, it's the RE20. It's the RE20. But yeah, I need to get a new XLR cable because this mic needs a cloud lifter between it and the preamp. And so it now requires 2 XLR cables. Well, I only had 2 XLR cables, so now I need a third one. Otherwise, if Drex was on tonight, I was going to hook up the Yeti. But don't have to do that today, so that's good. Is my hair thinning? No, it's probably just a little flatter today. I spent a lot of hours in a car. Yeah, Spectre, it's not a cheap mic. However, I will say the sound is good. It doesn't pick up as much ambient noise, and the profile on the mic is better than the cardioid condenser mic I was using, which sits, there's a lot bigger, broader profile in front of your face. So, would I ever shave my head? No. Naruto, I'm pretty relaxed. It's okay. I'm just chatting. Just chatting. I don't take any offense. Just this is a Drex bait. Oh my god. So yeah, I was gonna do, actually when I woke up this morning, I was going to do a show on the regular channel, but I ended up having to spend about 5 hours in a car, and spending all that time in the car meant I was not at home to get stuff prepared for this evening. So we have a chill stream instead, just hanging out. Pickle, why do you have a headache? Have you invested your life savings and kids' college fund into GameStop yet? No. I need to know what's going on with GameStop. Can somebody fill me in? Can somebody fill me in on what's going on? Are people artificially pumping up the stock price of GameStop? Is that what's going on? Would I ever reverse shave my normal cut, just the top? No. Oh, God. Stock is on the rise. They got a $2 billion bailout. I heard something about people messing with investors or something. GameStop stock thing was a war between Reddit and hedge fund a-holes who bet against GameStop. Oh, God. It's naked short selling, and if I recall, it's illegal, but wanted to ask your take on it. I don't know. I don't know enough about the situation to give you an honest take on what's happening. So I don't, that's kind of out of my purview. Reddit channel who basically ran up the price to clobber short sellers. Oh my goodness. That's amazing. Good. Do it. I mean, hedge funds do it. Hedge funds do the stock manipulation all the time for their own benefit. Do it back. As long as it's legal, I don't know. Louis Rossman has a great video on it. I'll check it out. Oh, boy. Elon tweeted after hours and sent it to $2.55 a share. Wasn't it down? Well, it was ridiculously low. Because it was in the absolute gutter. It's amazing. Good. $3, $4 a share. Oh, Invader Attack. Yep, Ranger Spencer is up after this. There will be Ranger Spencer tonight. Aiming for a normal ending time tonight, about 2 a.m. Let me get this out of the way. I see there are some super chats waiting, and I love and appreciate super chats, but I just want people to know that the goal of these chill streams is not super chats, so I try to be interactive with the chat absent those, but I will read them typically as they come in. I'm going to hit them in just a second, but I very much appreciate it. But again, these types of shows are just hanging out, and if you want to send them in, you will not be turned down, of course. But I try to just, I'm trying to just be here and chill and chat with you guys, the audience. It's time to wash my hair. That's the pomade, dude. It makes it look like that. But all right, so let me tell you real quick about a super chat, though. I have never gotten a chargeback request on PayPal until today. Until today. And I don't know, so that was a justice chat. I don't know if it was a joke or if it was real. Yes, I do need to get into contact with Sargon. It's entirely my fault. I've been just I'm running behind the 8 ball to get to do things still. So I will get on that tomorrow. I had a big contact today. I'll tell you guys about it in a minute. But yeah. So I will make sure and get in contact with Sargon tomorrow because I'd love to talk to him. Okay. So the chargeback, it was for $2.37. And I don't know if it's a troll or if it was serious, but the message was, Mr. Ricada completely ignored my chat and made fun of me and said to send more money if I was going to read the chat. So it was from the thought stream. And I have no idea if they were seriously mad, or if they were just joking and playing along with it. But it was great. It was very, very funny. So, yeah. chargeback was $2.37, which why should I even read that chat? I mean, are you serious? That's not king levels. That's peasant level. That's nothing. How dare they? Think they can buy my time for $2.37? It was probably a joke. I of course granted it. Of course I granted that. I was laughing too hard to decline it. Oh, it's hilarious. So anyway, that's the first chargeback I've ever gotten. Some people have accidentally sent too much on YouTube. Like I think someone once tried to send $20 but sent 200, and then they asked like for help getting it back, and I don't have a way to do that through YouTube. Like they don't do it through Streamlabs. If someone sends me something and they request a chargeback through PayPal, like I have control over that. On YouTube, I have no ability to help out. So it's kind of tough. That guy Mitch, I don't have a date for the 100K stream yet, but I'm closing in on one. I think I will have babysitters in February and in mid-February, and so that'll probably be a time when I can do it. So that's as that date locks down, I will let you know. Picks take on Grey Knights. I love them. I think they're hilarious. Have I ever read the Ben Counter books? Yes. I read the Ben Counter books, although one of my favorite Grey Knights is actually whatever Grey Knight tests Uriel Ventress and Pausanias in the Ultramarines. In the Ultramarines Omnibus. I can't remember what his name was, but he was really funny. Favorite Black Library author. I hate to say Dan Abnett because it seems like a safe answer, but man, I started with Eisenhorn and then went to Ravenor, and I am desperately awaiting the sequel to Pariah, and because I love those stories, so that's who I go with. Let's see. Bad Vibes, I don't think that was you. I don't believe you. Does chill mean no talking about impeachment? It means I'm not going to talk a lot about impeachment. If there's a specific question, I may answer it. Okay, let me hit these chats that are building up here. Reaver Barash says, you should get Drexel to watch and review redo of Healer. Anyway, have a good evening, gentlemen. Catch you guys on the replay. I'll see if I can get him to watch it tomorrow. Oblivious B says, Mr. Timmer said to play GoldenEye. Oh, God. I never liked playing GoldenEye. It was just not my jam. I played first-person shooters on PC. I did not like the controller for a first-person shooter. But I did play a significant amount of, multiplayer GoldenEye with buddies and stuff. It was never my go-to game. I'm not saying that the game was bad in any way. It was just hard for me to transition from mouse and keyboard to the Nintendo controller. Look like death? I'm just tired, man. I had a long day of driving, which is why we're here instead of the other channel. Bad Vibe says, oh, but I need to address this more. Probably definitely by the end of the week, the replay of live streams, both from this channel and from the other channel, are going to be going to my archive channel, the Ricada archive channel. So those are going to start. I'm going to start uploading them. I'm probably just going to start with the newer streams. I don't think I'm going to start uploading the old catalog yet. But the replays are going to move over there. And I will have a link to them in the description. Well, I'll have a link to the archive channel. And if the mods can share that, that would be great. But yeah, and I'll be talking about it more, but it's just time to get the archives of the live streams off. They mess with the analytics way too much. The streams will still be hosted on that channel. And in fact, I might start hosting let me find it real quick. I might start hosting even these chill streams over there. I'm not sure exactly how that is going to work yet, but all of the okay. All of the playbacks are going to be there. Ricada Archive. I'm not even subscribed to my own channel. Oh my gosh. They'll be uploaded. I will upload them the night that they go out so that they are ready. And I'll leave. Like, I'm not going to take the stream down until the next day. I'm going to move it to unlisted. So anybody who was watching, it's not like the stream's going to cut you off in the middle of it. So it'll move to unlisted, and then after like 24 hours or whatever, I will take it off the channel. So, that's how it's going to be. I'm trying to make it as undisruptive as possible. I want the archives to stay up, but they just kill the metrics for growth and for distribution. And I can see it. Like it's frustrating. And it's nothing nefarious on YouTube's part that I know of. It's just really how search and discovery handles stuff. So the basics of this are that if you're making a bunch of 10-minute content, YouTube recognizes that and then starts to distribute your 10-minute content that is similar to other 10-minute content that people are watching, right? Well, then if a bunch of people are suddenly every day watching 3-hour content, search and discovery goes, oh, people aren't here to watch 10-minute content. They're here to watch 3-hour content. And then it distributes it out that way. But then when you do a short video, it's like it goes back and there's just no clean way for it to handle it. It's how their search and discovery algorithm handles distribution of stuff. And frankly, that's just, it's bad design by YouTube, in my opinion. Like, if I could remove one of them from the algorithm, I would. But yeah, so all the like I said, the 3-hour content, the live stuff, it's not moving off of the channel. Only the replay is, because it's the replay views which impact everything. So that's it. Having the live show live doesn't. That's the crazy thing about it. It's a very stupid, messed up algorithm. So that's why we're doing that, and I will be announcing that throughout the rest of the week too. Doesn't that mess with the live chat replay? Does it kill growth even when private? I can private them, but if I private them, you can't see them at all. It's dumb. Unlisted. First of all, everybody hated the unlisted, but the live chats are recorded on the show. So those are there. But yeah, that's just the way it's going to be. That's why. What does unlisted do? Unlisted is a disaster. Nobody liked the unlisted stuff. And since people can still come, it messes with metrics even more. No, Nerniath, that's unlisted that you're thinking of. Privated, you cannot use the link to catch up. You have to have a specific, I don't even know if you can anymore. You used to have a specific email address, like Google account access granted by the creator. Privating's a little bit different. So. Why not just make a streaming channel instead of shuffling stuff around? Because people won't go. I know it sounds dumb, but people will not go to it. They don't like to change. So I like the idea of streaming on the main channel. Having the that's where notifications kind of actually matter. And people go there. So I want people to go there. But I really wish YouTube had a better situation for it. But Nerdrotic. I'm following Nerdrotic's model right now. Like what I'm talking about right now is what Nerdrotic does. So he live streams on his main channel and then he takes them down and uploads to Nerdrotic Live. So when will you cosplay as Tuxedo Knight? I don't know. Doesn't that make the audio quality shit? No, it shouldn't. Jonas Neubauer, the 7-time Tetris World Champ, passed away at 39 earlier this month from medical complications. Don't know specifics, but we lost a legend. Damn. Angry, the problem is people still won't go. Trust me. Every time ever that people have said, we will go, there's a core group of people that will, and it's abysmally small. Because people just don't like to change. When everyone was mad at Patreon and Patreon alternatives were presented, the amount of people who actually leave is really small. I would love to eliminate Patreon and I would love to have everything in one place. Yeah, that would be wonderful. But I can't really convince everybody to move. I mean, I guess I could shut it all down. That would be one way to do it, but it'd be a really annoying way. So I don't like to be disruptive to people. I like to give them the option as much as possible. Well, Patreon, the company, may be in real trouble with this Owen Benjamin lawsuit. By the way, they dropped it. I haven't really covered it on the stream, but they dropped the suit part of the lawsuit. They're now just in the arbitration. Just set up your own currency exchange for channels. Thoughts on Kyle Biederman and Texit? There is no peaceful exit from the union. And Texas does not have a right to secede. Anybody who is still stuck on that meme, they don't. It's not in the Treaty of Guadalupe that they have a right to secede. Any secession from the union without basically a constitutional amendment is considered an act of war and is not peaceful. So, set up a Bitcoin address. I do have a Brave address for people who use Brave. Actually, this channel is up on Brave now. The Twitch channel is up on Brave now, and the original channel is up on Brave. I'll add the archive channel in a little bit too. That's an option for people if they like using bat stuff. Okay, let's see. Bad Vibe says, "What's up, Flim Flam? You better not oversleep, Boomer. We all know it's hard work to peddle your opinion, but you can't be slacking now." No, right before this, actually, I was with Lady Rackets watching Star Trek Generations. Which was fun. Star Trek Generations. She's been watching all of the Star Treks in the in-universe chronological order. And she finally got to Generations. So. Oh, what's up, Az? How you doing, buddy? You don't like Generations? I like that movie. I thought it was fun. I like it and First Contact and Insurrection. Insurrection is bad, but I kind of like it anyway. Yeah, Kirk is funny. That's exactly right. I think I liked what they did with Kirk in Generations. He was fun. Let's see. Bad Vibe says, "Oh, paying his dues for nailing and railing." Mike Tessa says, "Nick, will you do blackface and claim to be Drexel?" Whew, think that might get me thrown off of YouTube. Bad Vibe says, "You never take offense, you provide legal defense and give offense to law twits." Painful Buggery says, "Short sellers getting screwed to the tune of $1 billion lost to hedge funds for every $12 increase in stock price. A lot of broke richies. Damn." Angry Baneling says, "It's not $2, but here you go. You can have this. Thank you." RW Bimby says, in Ricada voice, "I love Ace Attorney." It's not true. It's not true. Fighting Slug says, "Do you prefer balls or no balls on your super chats?" Oh gosh. So speaking of that, I have a guest. Actually, it's a duo guest coming up. I talked to one of them today. We're just going to set up a time sometime, hopefully in the next either this week or next week, and it is Lucas Gerhard's attorneys. Been working on getting them on the show for a while. The holidays and the COVID have and the election really put a damper on things. They are also some of the only attorneys to file election lawsuits in Michigan. I think they will be great guests to have on the show. They're guys who have sued the government dozens of times. They have a kind of an interesting practice area, and they get wrapped up in constitutional issues. So it is fantastic. So I'm looking forward to that. Also, after talking to one of them for about an hour today on my drive, I think we're going to get along pretty well. I think you guys will like them also. Let's see. JCF Data says, "You better read this one, Nikki. Hey, hope you and the family are doing well. Keep up the great work. Looking forward to getting together for drinks again when people can actually meet." Yeah, me too. Me too. Hoping to make it back up there. Casey Dynison. I guess over there? Up there? Somewhere. Oh, if Legal Eagle were on, I would suggest people ask the Fuda question constantly. Because that guy's a special case of garbage. He's like a rare 24-pack of trash. Casey Dynison says, "Hey, Nick, are you going to see Godzilla vs. Kong? It actually looks pretty good for a kaiju movie." I want to. It looked fun. It looked a lot of fun. Like a lot of fun. So we'll see. Synac 8, is there going to be any super chat rules when Stillborn of Akkad joins us? I mean, I always hope people won't dump super chats that make a guest want to leave. Like, that's always the goal. I'm not a huge fan of that joke personally because you know, having been through 3 miscarriages, it's a real shit experience. So, yes, uncivil. Yes. I need to do that too. I absolutely do. And I've got, let me look at my calendar. This is the fun thing we can do right now. Okay, so Thursday, I have a live chat, 3 to 5. What time you thinking, Uncivil? Maybe Friday. Maybe Friday, Uncivil? Friday daytime on your channel? Let me know. Let me know. Wesley Reed. Wesley Reed says, wow, I like this snappy take on current events from a conservative and legal point of view. Let's see what else this Ricada guy has. 5 hours? Exactly. Exactly how it goes. Just messy. Dawn Wanderer says, thanks for the content, Nick. Reconsider playing more Ace Attorney. I won an Xbox Series X from Taco Bell, so I'll be playing that tonight. Oh, God. No, yeah, Louis Laveau offered to get me set up to talk to Sargon on Discord, and I just haven't followed up because I keep getting distracted when I'm about to do it. 2% right says, I've looked it up and there's a local distillery. What is your hierarchy of liquor preference since I don't know what costs what? I prefer whiskey overall. And then, you know, gin, I guess, would be my next drink of choice. And then vodka. Tequila about as low as it can. I'm not a big tequila guy. Got some weird flavors. Mr. Bentham says, my favorite YouTuber won't let me ask their guests whether they prefer fudas with balls or not. What do? You know, a wise person was talking about this with me and mentioned that for them, the joke kind of wears out when fudas have to be explained to people. And I don't know. It always gets really, really awkward. Which I know that's why you do it. Like, I'm not oblivious that you think it's hilarious. But, yeah. Spectre06 Gaming says, in Ricada voice, I love ad block. Wow. Wow. Ulash1 says, would America be better if there was a second wave of McCarthyism? There is a second wave of McCarthyism. Right now. It's just not Communist Party. It's the Trump Party. It's going on. It's going on right now. Bad Vibe says, want homemade KFC? Get 99X spice blend, citric acid, and buttermilk, eggs, flour. You get insanely close. There you go. DOG Beer says, read with Japanese accent. You are looking weary, Rikita-san. I can see the stress lines in your forehead. Also, you are short. I don't know. That's probably terrible Japanese, but that's what you're getting. Minister of Hygiene says, thoughts on the hedge fund that tried to leverage GameStop to make a couple mils, suddenly stuck in deep with $10 billion loss at stake? Good. It turned French, yeah. It did. Oh my God. Austin Heartless says 2 things. Your pre-stream thumbnail barely looks like a camera. Get it fixed, you boomer. And send Sargon a message live. Okay. Oh, fine. Fine. I'll send. Well, I don't have him. I need Louis Laveau. Where? I hate the search function on Twitter messaging. Because, like, all right, now let me pull up Discord. And I also hate how Discord works in general for friends. Why is my Discord is just black. Just a second. Had to shut it down completely and restart it. Good job, Discord. Oh my gosh, I can tell I wasn't on Discord today. I have a billion messages. Okay, that's not there. So how do I... Friend. Add friend. That one. Send a friend request. There we go. Sent a friend request to Louis. So now he can get me hooked up with Sargon. Whiskey Ramen tweet when? Oh gosh. See, now I'm stuck answering the... Discord is being shut down. Okay. Let's see. Sage Emerald says, what would you do or recommend if you were the counsel for Parler? I would have briefed heavily good faith and fair dealing. It is a provision of Washington law. Doesn't have to be explicit in the contract. It's an implied duty. I would have briefed that to the court. I would have focused on it. I would have focused once Amazon brought up that it had the conflicting sections, 7.2 and 7.1. I would have brought up that 7.1 becomes illusory and is unconscionable, and as the drafting party, that the contract should be read strictly against Amazon, and that should be that basically the deference should fall on the other party, and they should get 30 days. I would have really hammered on the balance of equities more. I was talking to Ty about it, and he analogized it like this. For Amazon, the balance of equity, the hardship to Amazon is literally flipping a light switch. But the hardship for Parler is being without light. Like that is the quintessential balance of power between the two parties. You're in a dark room. Amazon is standing with their finger on the light switch, and they can flip it. And if they don't flip it, you are stuck in the dark forever. So getting that laid out a little bit better, not admitting that your client's content breached the contract. I would say that it was not in breach. However, in the spirit of good faith, and this is that good faith and fair dealing thing, in the spirit of making the contract work, they acquiesced to removal of the content and had pledged to work better with Amazon, which they kind of did, but I think tying it into good faith and fair dealing, and mention that it was literally impossible for them to do what Amazon was was requiring impossibility as a defense in contract disputes. It's a defense to breach. The other thing I would have done is gone on Amazon on an obscure product and left a really, really obviously defamatory review of the product involving the judge. Nothing awful or nasty, but just obviously defamatory. And I would suggest and take a screenshot of it, show it up on that review, and say, here you go, judge. Amazon's own company is unable to police the content as a prior restraint on speech. To do that, something along those lines. But just show that they're acting in bad faith. Those are things that I would have recommended. It's really easy to recommend stuff when you don't have a client. But there are things there are business considerations that Parler might have had, like they might have been trying to just put enough pressure on Amazon to undo it. The other thing I really would have, the one thing I would have really done for sure was to, damn it, Spectre, I read your chat and now my brain broke. Hold on. I'll have this in just a second. Oh, yes. I would have pointed out the legit mafia security tactic that Amazon tried with Parler. Okay? Painting this scenario out for the judge better would have been really, really important. Parler's on Amazon. Amazon says, you're not moderating content well enough. Just so happens, we have an AI moderation suite that we will sell you. This is pay for your own security, right? Parler said to Amazon, no, we're working on our own system, but we will consider yours, but we think we've got our own. Amazon removes Parler. Textbook anti-competitive practice. It's probably an unfair business practice under Washington law as well. Like, honestly, like imagine you go to the grocery store and you have the pharmacy. You go to the pharmacy and you have medication, heart medication, where if you don't get it, you'll die. All right? And the pharmacy, you go into the pharmacy and you say, okay, I'm here to pick up my heart medication. I'm all out and I need my next month's supply. And they said, you know what? We noticed that you're not taking enough vitamin D, which helps your heart medication. So what you got to do is you got to buy our vitamin D package of vitamins. It'll cost this much. You say, actually, I've got a big bottle of vitamin D that I bought wholesale when I was at Costco. And they go, oh, no heart medication. I mean, that's literally what happened. But I don't know if any of this stuff would have won the case or anything like that, would have gotten the preliminary injunction. Preliminary injunctions are a high bar, but I think they did make some missteps. And I'm not trying to be too critical on the attorney because he got called in, their counsel left. They hired this guy, and like one day later, he's drafting this complaint. So that's how it goes. Ryan Murray says this idiot is going to need an accountant thanks to GME. Oh, man. By the way, Ryan, I'll have you know the 1792 is getting some good mileage. This is the full proof. It's going very well. Thank you. Ellen B says, hate the horny toad margaritas from Papacitos. After 3 days of headaches, I have never touched tequila since. Chiming in from Houston. Oh, man. You know how much I miss Papacitos and Papatos? Oh. Sinak8 says, sorry to hear about those 3 kids. Really, man. Too bad. Carl tried to paint his critics as child groomers and pedophiles. Then his best friend V encouraged those jokes for a reason. I mean, you know, that's up to people. I just said I personally don't really care for the jokes. Kurt Mudgeon, why would I be pissed at Amazon for the U.S. Post Office signing the deal with them? That doesn't piss me off at Amazon at all. That pisses me off with the post office. That's the government making a terrible deal. Good job. Bad Dragonite says, Blackface Discord. Phoenix Lord Osterman says, have you discussed the riots at the end of your Twitch stream last night? I don't know what you're talking about. The mostly peaceful siege of your power ended with Ty being placed in power until Drex is ready to take over. None of that happened. I don't know what you're talking about at all. I can't believe you'd spread these lies and misinformation on YouTube. Bad Vibe says, sir, are you suggesting that this could be treated similarly to eviction from a physical property in Amazon versus Parler? It won't be treated that way under the law, but you can make the analogy. You just have to show the... They didn't do a good enough job, obviously, of showing the power disparity between the two parties and the burden disparity, and that's part of it. Anybody reasonably looking at the situation, not at the legal filings, at the situation goes, well, obviously the balance of hardships tips sharply in favor of the company who will literally be shut down versus Amazon, who, if Amazon were forced to host Parler according to their contract, Amazon would make money. They would gain money by being forced to do it. Parler will go out of business versus Amazon making money. And the fact that they didn't articulate that very well is a big problem. It's like, you're suing your neighbor. And the balance of power difference is if the judge goes, if the judge votes for your neighbor, you gain $1,000 and your neighbor gets to keep his house. If the judge votes for you, you don't gain $1,000 and your neighbor dies. And then the judge says, you know what? I'm going to go with the neighbor or with you because that's the better deal. That's dumb. I don't know if I can get Woodford Reserve Master Collection. Spectre06 Gaming says, Baked Alaska's court information has been hidden on the Scottsdale court site because there was a bunch of racist spam motions by his supporters. Oh, no. Well, weaponized, I guess. Bad Dragonite says, did a side quest the other day in Cyberpunk where you can beat 2 cheese pizza aficionados / murder videographers to death. Fun game. Earns at least an extra point for that. Yep, that's a good side quest. I like that. I have not seen the Project Veritas response to New York Times yet. Kermit the Frog says, let me tell you how Whiskey Dick saved my life. We've all been there. You come to after a night of drinking and you think, you know what? Fucking the left eye of a pumpkin seemed funny, but in hindsight, it would have ruined the party. Okay. Hey, what's up, Gamza? Let me mod you over here so I can see your chat. I thought I did that. Were you? You must have been on my other channel the other day. My favorite 40K book. This is a very good question. I think right now it is Prospero Burns. I hate saying that. But I really liked that they told the story through the eyes of a skald. And I thought they did a fantastic job. Whoever wrote that, I thought they really did well. Putting that one down in the way that they did. So that was a great book. I liked Outcast Dead. I mean, I like tons of them. I liked Valdor a lot. I like anything with custodians. But yeah, I mean something about burning Prospero Burns. Demon World, if you haven't, it's a really good older book. Okay. Where's Mr. Timmer and my mod wrenches, bro? Do you want to be mods here? See Goody? The Grey Knight Omnibus is good. I liked it. I did like the Ultra Smurf Omnibus because Uriel Ventress is just a cool character in general. I like him a lot. I had a lot of fun with the Soul Drinkers Omnibus as well. I'd love to be a mod here. There you go. No, David Friesner, I got it. Phoenix Lord Asterman, you shut your mouth about Throne World. You shut your mouth. Oh my God. Grim Dawn 40k mod. I've heard of it. Am I a fan of Resident Evil games or movies? No. Does Nick dye his hair now? No, it's just how the hairstyling stuff is working today. Looking at my bookcase, I got you by about 100 books. Oh, dude. Do you know it's double layered? It's terrible. I've got a problem. I've got a legit problem. Oh, hey, I got a new one. Just a second. I was going to show this today. Hold on, I gotta plug this in real quick. Did I play PS2 Soul Reaver? Legacy of Kane? Is that what you're talking about? Ryan Case. That's very accurate. All right, let me see if I've got this thing set up here. Hopefully this works. Oh, it does. Amazing. Amazing. So here we go. Let me transition this over. This is the Hellwinter Gate box set. Got this art in it. Fun. Make sure I can see what's going on. Oh, very, very too much light. Here we go. It's got this nice art in it. I think I need to. I can bring this mic way over here. It's got the Yarnhammer pack. I don't know. It's got an actual like stat card here for a specialized unit, a Crusade Force, with rules and everything, which is neat. Then we have a short story, Bronies Saga. So this is a little tiny book. Good job, Chris Raitt. I've barely even opened this thing, but this one's kind of neat. This little book's got a lot of very Space Wolf art going. And then we've got, of course, the Hellwinter Gate novel. Lovely. Very nice. And then we've got the toys. They've got a bookmark. We've got this, this is a pin they do. I don't know what the wheel is for. I have no idea what the purpose of this thing is. I don't know what it does. And then there are dice in the bag. Hellwinter Gate has pissed you off. Waited a couple years for that book. This is third book in a series I'm reading, and I can't get it. What series is it? It's a coaster? That's all it is? Oh my god. Anyway, was there any art in the book? Nah. No art. No pictures. Stupid. So anyway, this is the newest manifestation of my personal addiction. What year did that come out? It just came out. Blood of Asaheim. Oh. Did I pay a scalper to get that? Yeah, remember, I read here. I've got it here. Torah the Zalin Flying Wolf. And they sent me the really chipper note through eBay. It says, "Thanks for your purchase. I hope you love it." Thank you. You've done a great service to me, you scalping piece of garbage. Oh, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. This isn't someone who like bought the book, you know, it's years later and they're like, "Hey, you know, this has been on my shelf for a while, but I see that you're collecting. I knew that some other people are collecting, and so I'm trying to get rid of my stuff because I'm not really into it anymore." And then you're like, "Oh, cool. Thank you so much. I found this thing that I've been looking for, and I'm so happy that someone has it." Like my Encyclopedia Magicas. When I mentioned them on stream, someone's like, "Hey, I've had these things sitting in a box. Would you like them?" You know, and so I negotiated, you know, the price with them and everything. They were really, really wonderful. Sent me the books, and I was so happy to get those because they were nostalgia for me. Like I used to borrow and exchange the Encyclopedia Magica books with my buddy because we were too broke to have the whole sets to ourselves. So we each bought like a book and would trade them and stuff. And so I was glad to get a hold of those. This person didn't do that. This person just used a bot, snatched up several copies, several packages of Hellwinter Gate, and marked them up 300%. That's not doing me a favor. That's the opposite of doing me a favor. That's adding a step that was unnecessary. How is scalping not illegal? There's technically nothing illegal about it, but and so that's why I don't want it banned or anything. I don't want people to act like they did me a favor by scalping. Like, that's it. Like, I'm not telling the government to come in and shut them down. I'm not trying to negotiate down the price or anything like that. I wasn't there when the book came out. I get it. Someone else beat me to it. I don't like it, though. And I certainly, though, don't act like you helped me out. You did nothing. Still paid and supported that business model. It's because I have a crippling addiction. And how dare you? How dare you mock my weakness and illness? Nizenau, I would have gotten the book without the scalper, though. I would have actually gotten the book without the assistance of the scalper just fine. So anyway. You can get me all of them at cost. The problem is, it's not... I had someone offer to get me the 2 recent books that came out at cost, or at retail price or whatever, but he couldn't guarantee that I would get them at the time. It was already too late to guarantee receipt of them. So it's like, I'm a collector, man. I'm invested. I get all of them. Once paid $300 for a copy of Dragon Ball GT Final Bout for PS1, only to have some punk kid steal it from me and sell it on the street. Wow. Man. Oh, Breck, that sucks. Angry Baneling, they don't do reprints of these. No, the ones I'm buying, these are limited edition. I mean, they're numbered. Or I guess these aren't numbered, but they were limited run. They were. Oh yeah, there it is. So they make 2,500 of these. They will never make it again. There are only 2,500 of these that exist. So there isn't a reprint option for them. Not scalping, it's called resale goodwill. Nixhex says, I was a bit nervous for your channel once the Vic stuff died down. Now you've gained like 60,000 subs and 4 videos that you've released in the past 3 weeks. Already have more views than any of the Vic ones. Well, yeah, but it also is, it's a completely different content model entirely. So it's just part of how YouTube works. You got to change and adapt with, what's going on in the space, and unfortunately we're somewhat of a victim to it. Started collecting Hot Wheels, burnt nougat. You know, I had never heard of Hot Wheels collections, and then I met a guy who was way into it, and he's like, "Hey man," because I lived a little bit away from him. Like, hey, if you ever see this, and this Hot Wheel, please let me know. Give me a call right away. I'll buy them. Really? This is a thing? I had no idea. Gerbrecht says, the circle is the floor of the Space Wolf Hall. Each segment represents a great company. Each symbol is that of the Wolf Lord of that company. I mainly meant what was the physical thing that they sent me, but a coaster is the answer. Bad Vibe says scalping is horrible. GI Joes are insane right now, averaging $15 per figure without packaging, accessories, or grading. Even recent releases, the USS Flag is $2,000. Wow. Bad Vibe says surprisingly, Transformers are running much lower than GI Joe. Yeah, well, there you go. I wish I had never opened a single Transformer that I owned. Can I show my Angron book? Yeah. Absolutely. If you guys want to see any of the limited edition books, just let me know. Sorry, I had to find that. So here's Angron. I have number 365 out of 2,500. Catch you later, Ryan Case. Here's the book in the case together. Yep, Breck, I've got the lion as well. Can I photocopy them for you? You can actually get all of these in non-special edition. But here's... I haven't even opened this Angron book. Oh, gosh. The pages are still stuck together. That's amazing. Anyway, there usually isn't any art in these. Oh, wait. There's a random red page. Oh, there must be a short story in here as well. Okay. Anyway, yeah, here's the Angron book. The Liber. Yes, I have it. Liber Chaotica. I'm looking for it. Chris Nicholson, yes, thank you. Yeah, let me find my... Oh, that one's it's up in my closet upstairs. I did, yeah, I showed it on the last stream. You can check it out. You can see it there, but it's upstairs, so I don't really want to go get it. Show us how you paint your miniatures. I don't have any primed right now. Someone asked for something else. The Xenos featured books in special editions. Yep. This one is for Phoenix Lord Asserman. Here we go. We have Asserman, the Hand of Assyrian. Got some art in this one. What else do I have? I've got the Mechanicus book. I'm trying to think what other Xenos featured books there are. How many of the books have I read? Not enough. Maybe like 30. This is a good one. Look into GME. I will. Do I have Jane Czar? Yes, I do. That's the other one. Where is... I mean, I say yes because I must. Huh. I mean, I... Oh. It's a trick question. Is there a special edition of it? Let's see. I know I have this book somewhere. Hmm. I'll have to find it. I wonder if it's in a box somewhere. Now you're making me nervous. David Friesner, you have to go to the Games Workshop page now. Let's see. Bad Vibe says, Hot Wheels, there's some great restoration channels that do insane work on YouTube if you like that stuff. Phoenix Lord Asserman says, I highly recommend the Dark Eldar trilogy if you want an insane read about space pirate sadists. Each book is a treasure. Oh, man. Let's see. Where is my... Now my brain is stuck. I'm worried about my Jane Czar book. Huh. Let's see. The Orc books, they haven't really done special editions of, so no. Where would that book be? Phoenix, you have ruined me. Now I can't get it out of my head. I'm stuck. Bad Vibe says, you know, Nick, I was thinking on 80s news and interviews and realized the disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed in this program do not necessarily represent the network, have faded into obscurity. Yeah. No, this is not the Necronomicon. This is, what is this called? Fabius Bile. That is just a great picture. Oh my goodness. What a madman. I was trying to see if there's any more art pages, but yeah, no, this book is textured leather. Looks like the Necronomicon, of course, which is wonderful. Do you got Luther? Did they do a special edition of Luther? Oh, there it is. Did I miss this one? I don't have this one. Luther, First of the Fallen. How did I miss this? I don't think I have it. I'm about to have it in just a second. We're about to have Luther. I'm buying it. Oh my gosh. There we go. Don't know how I missed that one. But I'm going to have to look up Jane Czar. I swear I have it, but maybe I don't. Get Gutex on the show? Who's that? Adeptus Mechanicus, and why is it your favorite? Adeptus Inquiring Skulls want to know. Mechanicus is not my favorite, but I do have their books. Yeah, I have Ragnar Blackmane. PogChamp? Oh, the guy. Yeah, that guy who Twitch decided he was calling for violence or whatever. What does he do? Like, what's his channel about? What's that guy all about? Used to be a pro Street Fighter player. Relatively conservative and outspoken politically. Oh, wow. He wanted to kill his channel, I guess. Oh. Man, I hope I have Jane's R because I can't find it on eBay. Any good Jagatai Khan books? I mean, I have Jagatai Khan. Was Rand Paul implying to impeach the Democrats by saying he wouldn't? I don't know. There was a pretty reassuring vote today in the Senate where Rand Paul had 45 Republicans vote that the impeachment was unconstitutional. Lord Inquisitor Kaiser, do you have Alfarius, head of the Hydra? It's on the way. That just came out. It's on the way here. I don't have it yet. Scalper has to send it to me. This is really bothering. Extremely bothered. Here's Ragnar. Oh, wait. Oh. Huh. Very confused. Very confused. This is the Sabbath World Crusade. It's got an E there. It's just weird, like hieroglyphic language. Because they're space wolves. This is a pretty new book. Nothing in it at all. Good job, Ragnar. Didn't Justice Roberts already say the same thing? Did he say he's not going to preside because it's unconstitutional? I didn't think he said that. Let's see. Yeah, Roberts hasn't made a statement about it publicly at all. I mean, the statement is maybe since they're having Leahy do it, maybe Robert said something in private, but this, that is sweet. Ibram Gaunt. Yeah, I have some Caiaphas Kane books. They don't have, the only limited release they did of Caiaphas Kane that I know of is the box set. Which is here. Caiaphas Kane Trilogy. Oh, this is manly, though. Yeah. This is an anthology, lots of different short stories. Nice. Man, these characters all look heroic. Epic Ninja Shiro, Leahy was already released from the hospital as well. Anyway. Read it to you. It's a long book. I was going to read, maybe I should close out the stream reading the passage from the Solar War that I was going to read the other day. The fight between Jubal Khan and Ezekiel Abaddon. Oh, I'm just putting a few of these books back. Close out the stream reading the entirety of Ahriman Exile. Oh. Oh my god. It was right there. It was right in front of me the entire time. It was right there. Here I am panicking. I'm like, I know I have that damn Jane Czar book. It was right there. Let's see. Bad Vibe says, the reason I bring that up is maybe it needs to come back and maybe pull the teeth on social media moderation. Just an off-the-wall thought. It won't help. It won't help at all. Tab says, is that the Bile book where Trays in the Infinite makes an appearance? I think so. I haven't read it. I was told my favorite Necron Lord makes an appearance. Trays in the Infinite is hilarious. I am pretty sure that is the book where he does pop up and make a deal with Fabius for, I think, a clone of Horus or something. Fabius is a super dick. Mr. Bentham says, have you considered making a spreadsheet of all the books you own so you don't accidentally buy them again? Young Ripa does that with his comics. It's a good idea. No, I've never considered it. Oh, it's for a clone of Fulgrim. And then Ellen B says, the characters don't look heroic. They look more steroidic. Well, they are gene-manipulated humans, generally. Would I ever consider grabbing other parents from your homeschooling group and doing a homeschooling stream? No. Not a chance. Do you know how many futas, balls, or no balls questions I would have to explain to like a bunch of middle-aged super Christian women? No. You people can't be trusted. Why would I ever do that? All right, let me find this page here. All right. Let's stay there for a second. There's the pages. We can be trusted. It's just a bad idea. Let's see. There are some homeschool people I could probably bring on safely. But Spectre sent me something to look at here. Thanks, Spectre. Very lovely. Okay. Okay. Eagle Loan, do you have a source on that? Because everything I've seen doesn't have John Roberts actually saying that he won't do it, except for Rand Paul saying that John Roberts said that he wouldn't do it. This. All right, I'm going to read this section. This is a ridge knife, by the way. RIP my ridge sponsorship. It was good while it lasted. About a string with Young Ripa and Drex. I don't know who Young Ripa is. Hold on. Gotta fix my mic cable. Really? Oh my gosh. There we... You son of a bitch. Here we go. All right, I'm going to read this section. This is going to be weird, so I'm just going to read it because apparently that's something that some people do, is read books. But this is Jubal Khan. He's like a big swinging dick in the White Scars, and he's meeting with Ezekiel Abaddon, which is how they pronounce it in the audio dramas. So that's why I'm sticking with Ezekiel as opposed to Ezekiel, because it's written Ezekiel, but it's pronounced Ezekiel. So here we go. The backstory is that Ezekiel is the first captain of the Luna Wolves, Horus, the main traitor army, and he eventually becomes the leader of the Black Crusades that bring ruin upon the Imperium. Actually, 12 of them just fizzle out miserably, and then the 13th Black Crusade is the important one with the current timeline. But he's a badass, long and short. He always was, especially in Heresy times. And he's in Terminator armor. Jubal Khan is probably not. Not usually. The White Scar's not too favorable to Terminator armor. Slows him down. But Abaddon is described early on in the Horus Heresy as moving as fast in Terminator armor as a normal Space Marine is in regular armor. He's a beast. Okay. We're starting right here. Jubal Khan, a warrior who had fought across the stars and left a reputation that few could hope to touch. Jubal, whom he had met on the spires of Nisik just before the counterattack by the Archdrake's horde. The Lord of Summer Lightning, the death that laughs. And here he was, a Lord of War left to fight almost alone in this abyss, left to fight and die here. Abaddon began to run to greet him. Sykar, he growled as he took on the first stride. Kill the power generators. He heard gunfire chop through the Vox as his lieutenant answered, It won't be clean, brother. Do it. With pleasure and obedience, said Sykar, and Abaddon heard his Legion brother smiling. He was 5 strides across the deck. Jubal had seen him. The White Scar whirled his blade out, and another of the sons of Horus was falling, helm split and blood burning on the Gwando's power field. Brace for gravity lost, shouted Urskar over the Vox, firing a stream of heavy rounds into the White Scars still leaping from the assault rams. A vibration rose through the deck. The few remaining lights cut out. Abaddon felt the lurch in his stomach as gravity vanished. His boots maglocked to the deck an instant later. One of the battered assault rams, still moving under the momentum of its impact, spun from the deck. Debris showered upwards. Half of the White Scars rose into the air. Bolt rounds punched into them as they tumbled through the vanishing atmosphere. The rest maglocked their feet to the deck in time. Jubal kept moving. His stride slowed, but his speed still dazzling. Abaddon surged to meet him. Rounds blurred past. The war shouts of the living and the dead filled his ears. His sword was in his hand, wreathed in lightning. His armor and blood and muscle flowing as one. Jubal's Gwando flashed out, reaching across the space between them. It was so fast that it might have been the glint of light from a mirror. Abaddon brought his sword up to meet it. But the weapons never met. Jubal flicked the Gwando back as though the steel were a rope, and then slashed it out again. The blade edge kissed Abaddon's right gauntlet. The power field bit deep. A spike of pain flared up his arm. He spun his sword and sheared the Gwando away and struck back, turning the parry into an overhead cut. Jubal stepped away. The deck vibrated as the maglocks in their boots released and engaged once more. Abaddon struck again and again, pouring the force of each blow into the next so that their strength grew like a storm sea clashing against the land. Jubal went back, pivoting and parrying. They were fighting on the deck before the wreck of the assault ram. Light flashed from the meeting of blades. Abaddon did not slow or step back. The battle was becoming silent as the last air drained from the bridge. The sound of his hearts filled his world, became the surge and murmur of war. Jubal went back again, fast. Abaddon saw an opening and thrust, but Jubal clamped his feet to the deck halfway through his step and slashed his blade back. It was not a cut that a savant of any blade school would recognize, but it struck Abaddon's sword arm just above the elbow. Razor edge and power field sliced through the thinner armor of the joint. Pain flared and a bright string of red pearls bubbled into the vacuum. It punched into his mind and stole the instant before he realized that Jubal was open. Mind and body shunted the pain aside and he cut. Jubal somehow met the kill stroke. The force of impact jolted through Abaddon. Jubal released the maglocks, holding him to the deck, and the impact of his strike sent him arcing over Abaddon's head. Jubal's feet found the deck, and his boots gripped him to the floor. He snapped the guando out as he landed. The long haft slid through his right hand, the tip reaching out to Abaddon like a thunderbolt. It was dazzling. From the first reversal of Abaddon's plan to kill the leader of the Falcon fleets to this dance of blood and edges, this was war and killing on a level that rose to something beyond even the post-human. Abaddon would strike and Jubal would slice, and bit by bit those cuts would bleed Abaddon, slow him, pull him down into more mistakes. They would follow this pattern on, cut after cut, and it would never cease, only flow into its next phase, like wind and storm rain split by the flash of lightning. Except it wouldn't. It could not. He knew Jubal, had known him before and knew him better for these last moments. Abaddon raised his sword to meet the guando spearing towards him. To a human it would have been too fast to follow, but Jubal would have seen it. Would have been waiting for it. The guando flicked aside. Power fields grazed each other in a plume of sparks. Jubal's feet locked to the floor as he turned to cut inside Abaddon's parry. Abaddon slammed his sword forwards. All his strength and all his skill focused in the blow. It struck the guando. Sheets of sparks flashed out. Jubal flinched back. The flow of his strike shattered as force jolted through his weapon and up through his arms. Abaddon activated the field of his power fist and slammed it forwards, palm open. The lightning-wreathed fingers closed on the guando with a flash of light. Jubal whirled back, but Abaddon had already read the movement. His sword thrust struck Jubal in the gut and cut upwards, sawing through armor, flesh, and bone. Blood poured into the air, glistening, burning in the sword's power field. Jubal's arms swung, still bearing his broken weapon. Abaddon stepped back, pulling the sword free and kicking the corpse off his blade, and the Lord of Summer Lightning tumbled away, limbs suddenly slack, blood venting in spheres into the all but vanished air. Abaddon stood for a second, hearing his own breath inside his helm, watching the warrior he had killed. Then the sound rose up through the deck, vibrating through his armor. That's it. That's the passage. The reason I like it is this. Those are two of the finest warriors in the Imperium. They're two of the absolute best, most deadly. And for a while, it's going back and forth. And then it's one movement and an unceremonious killing. And then it's done. And then it's over. And Jubal Khan isn't mentioned for the next 100 pages. He's probably not mentioned for the rest of the book. It's done. This guy has been, this is book number, 60 something. And so, for 60 books, somewhere in that 60 books, they introduced Jubal as a character, but for the entirety of that series, he's been this important force of the White Scars. He's instrumental in the defense of Terra, or he should be. But he's just, nope, stabbed, dead, gone, forgotten. Beautiful. Can I show you the Terminator armor? This figure is in Terminator armor. See, it's bulky and big, whereas this isn't going to be a great comparison because of all the robes and stuff, but the difference is in sort of the more hunched over look. This Terminator should be bigger than the Sorcerer, but I don't think they have the scale down very well. This guy should be about a foot or two taller to scale. But yeah, I know, Gelth. I'll get to it. Gelth says, Nick, did you like the pic I sent to your Discord DM? Did you send it yesterday? Let me see. Aw, the little kitty. Very cute. Very nice. Good kitty. Let's see. Crusader Saracen. Oh, wait, no. Go back to Silky Johnson. Says, you see how Las Vegas is thinking about opening the schools back up, not because of wanting to get back to normal or the teachers union ready to go back to work, but because the kids are Minecrafting themselves. Wonderful optics, huh? They all need to be fired. That's awful. Crusader Saracen says, may Allah shower Ken Paxton and Texas with good fortunes and blessings, except for Austin. May Allah shower upon them only the nuclear hellfire they deserve. Bad Dragonite says, just found out that despite people saying Ace Attorney is based on Japanese law, it's apparently actually based around the west coast of the U.S. No wonder dude got disbarred. Then again, Cali law probably makes about as much sense. Also, Phoenix's name is Nick. He also says, Nick really into reading about those Jew balls with the big strokes slipping into the guy's hand and just the tip penetrating in a dazzling display. Yes, yes. As I read it, I went, damn it. Damn it. Johnny in CLE says, it's strange that YouTube didn't show your stream on my highlights tonight. Algorithm malarkey. Might just be because it's on this separate channel. I don't know. Make sure you're subscribed to the media channel, I suppose. Neff, I don't know. I haven't had Woodford and Basil Hayden's close enough to each other to have a preference. Kenji, I have some explaining to do with the missus. What, reading about swords slipping in and out? How would you answer if your kids ask, Dad, what's a futa and why is it better if it doesn't have balls? I would send them to their room and make them read the Bible. The Bible! Am I doing a movie tomorrow? That's the plan. Even though the movie last night was a little bit of a disaster. To get your email. Oh, yes, I did. Yeah, let me talk to Drex. I'll respond to you tomorrow. Oh my goodness. Well, was there anything else we need to do tonight? Terra Sophia, I can hang drywall. I have hung drywall. I just don't really feel like finishing a ceiling because I would have to I'd have to put like drop cloths over everything I fucking own in this office to finish the ceiling. No, thank you. Einhander stream with Drex when? I need to get it somewhere. Wagon loads, that's good. That's very good. Have you read Elric of Melnibone? No. Long sleeve or short sleeve? I guess long. I guess long sleeve would be better. Ikaruga stream. It's just me going, Arr! And Drexel going, over and over. You turn off the video, you can make what you want out of it. I think there might be a Steam version of Einhander, actually. Let's give it a check. Really want to hear my YouTube tips for growing? I'll give you the analogy. It's really simple. Imagine you're at a grocery store, okay? I'm not seeing Einhinder. Imagine you're at a grocery store. You're in the cereal aisle. All right? And you're looking at the boxes of cereal. And you've got all the choices in front of you, and there are no prices. Every cereal is free. Which one do you pick? That's it. That's everything you need to know about growing on YouTube. Michael Palmer, what question you got? So the reason that analogy is apt is because, okay, so I'm seeing Cinnamon Toast Crunch, regular Chex, Lucky Charms. Notice what people aren't saying? The generic brand. Why? Because the generic brand boxes don't sell cereal. Prices being equal, people would pick Kellogg's and General Mills. They have more colorful, more vibrant thumbnails, basically. That's what it is. And so you got to realize that every thumbnail and title that you do is a pitch. That's the video. In all honesty, the thumbnail and title are the video for the purpose of getting the sale. And the price tag is effectively your video length. Now, there are some times where you want to invest an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours into a topic. And then, the thumbnail becomes a little bit less important. And there are some other considerations there. But those aren't really growth videos in general. Growth videos are going to be relatively comparable. And you got to understand that the way YouTube delivers your content, the video lengths are going to be relatively comparable to whatever else people are seeing. So they're going to be scrolling through. And if you're talking about my channel, for example, if I do a video about John Roberts, there's going to be a bunch of other videos about John Roberts. And so what I have to do is figure out how to get that title. And you only get about 50 characters out of the title because cell phones truncate the title after about 50 characters. You got 50 characters and one picture to make someone click on that one and go, okay, they see John Roberts, they're clicking on that picture. Same thing with Trump. Same thing with, anybody, Lynn Wood or whatever. You've got to sell them that idea in the picture and 50 characters. And then after that, your content is your content. So if you want to grow on YouTube, that's how. At least that's how I do it lately. I personally prefer to do live streams. I prefer the longer content, but I know a lot of people don't have time. The majority of people don't have time. The other thing you have to realize, you have to remember about content on YouTube is that, you are not the average user. Whoever you are, it doesn't matter who you are. You're not the average user of YouTube, and therefore, you can't think about how you want content to go. And you have to also remember that most of the people clicking on your video probably have never seen another one of yours. So you got to get over the fact that you're going to repeat a bunch of stuff. Because for me, I hate saying the same thing over and over. You got to get over that. Because if you put out 3 short videos, odds are most people will only see one of them, even if they're on the same subject. So you got to repeat yourself a little bit, and that helps. I mean, if you're covering the same topic a lot, it helps to know that you can round out the video with some extra, with some repetition, because it's not repetition for 90% of the audience or more. Did I notice how well Doug TeNapel is doing and growing on YouTube? Yeah. Who do you think I've been talking about with this? My question is this site geared for gay viewers? Just wondering. Probably. Any news on the Vic case? Meow Day? Stop it. Stop it. Yeah, Q is up to around 20,000 subscribers. He's doing great. Very happy to see his success. Algorithm, keywords, and content. Look, it's the other thing you got to do is just make a bunch and realize that most of the stuff you make is going to fail. And who cares? At the end of the day, who cares? Who cares if a lot of the stuff you do fails? It's okay. Any idea what was happening with Short Round? Yeah, the Boogaloo flag showed up at the Capitol, and then the feds basically confiscated the site. Don't quit your day job, no. Dad Boy O'Reilly, yeah, quantity over quality. It really is. It's about getting, first you got to get your product out to people. That's the other hard thing. YouTube does not reward thoughtful content creation in the way that it should. There are a bunch of people making really, really good videos, and you'll never, ever see them. It just doesn't distribute them well. Am I gay? No, I'm not gay. I have a wife and 5 children. I know, I guess that doesn't mean I'm not gay, but I'm not. Like to see a big brain panel again? Me too. The problem with the big brain panel is my man Peacock is not available right now to do one. How many times can a law firm and lawyer and the company they represent forget to write their name on law documents before we can start laughing at them? I don't know. Who did that? When is Q coming back on the show? I don't know. Soon? Oh, I haven't been following the Harmony Gold versus HBS Battletech lawsuit. They forgot to write their names? Who's lawyers? Harmony Gold? One of my hobbies is finding creators that I like because the algorithm never gets it right. Yeah. And it doesn't. It's not a perfect system. But it's how most people consume content on YouTube. Like on my videos, the overwhelming majority of views come from the homepage. Even from subscribers, they're not going to the subscription tag or a notification. They're getting it on their homepage. Meow Day, I'm not really sure about the status of their thing, and I'm not here to speak on either of their behalf. Death Trout, I like having Peacock on a big brain panel. Whatever happened to that Florida female lawyer you had on? I'm going to reach out to Kendra and get her on soon because there's some stuff going on with guns in Florida, and I want to talk to her about it. Sorry, infected goat. Whatever happened with the banks being forced to service customers regardless of politics? That rule passed. That rule change actually occurred and passed, and Biden has already vowed to undo it. David Friesner, he did nuke his channel. Yep. Some people were giving, he also nuked Twitter and everything. Some people were giving him some real life trouble, which is stupid. Bring back Joe Neerman. I'm actually going to be, messaging Joe tomorrow. Midnight Fight Express, huh? I'll give it a look. Excited for redo of Healer 3 today? Yes. Yeah, I want to see how crazy this thing gets. I'm going to see if I can get Drex to watch 1 and 2. I don't know if the fan sub of 3 will be up yet. 90% of my viewership here is from the notification tab. I see you online and I show up. Actually, I have an alarm on my phone telling me it's time. Yeah. There's a core of about 1,000 people to 1,200 people who do the notification tab. And notifications or subscription tab, and I really, really appreciate that. Like, I really do. And those are really important. I wish that number should be a lot higher, right? Like, if I have 144,000 subscribers, it should be more than 1,000 people who show up from the notifications and the subscription. It should be like, 50,000 plus. But it doesn't do it that way. Kiyotomi, yes. Emily Baker's on the list of people. Random Blaze, yes, I'm watching them uncensored. Did I ask Nux about a 24-hour stream appearance? No, because I haven't locked down the 24-hour date yet. Get Eric July on. Okay. It wouldn't surprise me. Biden did it to shaft. Yeah. They did it to shaft Trump. Does it let you know when we join the stream from clicking the notifications? Yes. I mean, I not individually, but yes, it gives me the number. See. You have some older viewers, maybe explain how tabs work on stream. It doesn't matter. It just doesn't. People don't do it. It's okay. Just so you know, from time to time, Susan or Peeps turn my bell off and also unsubscribe. Yep. It's fun. Possible show idea. Razor's been talking about McCarthyism. Yeah, I would love to have Razor on. I'll reach out. I gave up on notifications. I just know the time you go live and check your channels when it's about time, unless I'm working. That's why I tried to stream pretty much every night at the same time. And I would have been on the other channel tonight if I would have had any time to get the stream ready. But I didn't. Did you get the new Twitch vocab that I sent you? I don't know. This didn't even show on your YouTube page like usual. I thought you took the night off. Well, I am on my alternate page, Infected Goat, so that's why. Ian Tweedale, yes, I am waiting to get connected to Sargon. It's my fault. Entirely my fault that I'm not connected already, but working on getting that rectified. So. No sarcasm on Twitch, huh? Okay. Any plan for 150,000 subs? Some face reveal? Yes, I'll do a face reveal. That'll be good. Turns out I've been in whiteface all along. Yeah, Sharon Young, I'm sorry that YouTube does not do the notifications on the live streams. It's the one thing I want notifications to always go out on. Like on the regular videos, the short videos, I don't care if those notifications go out at all. I want them to always go out for the live stream. That's the most important thing for a notification to happen, in my opinion. And they don't do it. Sent it to my Twitch DMs. Okay. Funny story. Apparently the first 30 videos I put out were only making it to the homepages in Afghanistan. They're not interested in an art channel as you would think. Hear about how the leader of the walkaway movement got arrested? Nope. No, I super chatted him yesterday and he was enthusiastic about talking to you, but he said you ain't been in touch. How could you do that to Carl? It was not intentional. And as soon as I am in touch, I'll apologize to him profusely. Twitter DMs, okay. Any more Tarantino movies on Prime? I think Inglourious Bastards is on there, but that's like 7 hours long. There's a whiskey VTuber? Wolvenar, I did a video on the OCC rule. It wasn't a bill, it was an OCC rule. I did a video on it before it passed, and then it's now passed. I may do a separate video if Biden actually undoes it. So. All right, guys. I'm going to wrap up for the night here. I'm going to go over to Twitch and play some Ranger Spencer. So. Have you ever got so drunk you drank yourself sober? No. I think the most drunk I've ever been was with Yellow Flash in Knoxville. I was really drunk. Whiskey Vault YouTube channel, yes. I even considered attending their whiskey sommelier school. Bad Dragon Knight says balls or no balls on Space Marines. Balls, giant ones. Let's see. John Cook, did you see the Spiffing Brit video on how to fuck with the algorithm using community polls which expand your algorithmic community? I haven't watched his video. I heard about it. And I saw everybody's damn community poll posts, and I hated all of them. Bad Vibe says, Nick, one huge selling point for your channel is interaction, the ability to engage in the discussion. I know it isn't great to express ideas, but better than nothing. Thanks for that. No, I love it. Like, that's my favorite part. That's why I like doing the live streams more than the short videos, and why I have no intention of ending the live streams at all. I mean, I know a lot of people who used to stream a lot, like Hero Hay, Yellow Flash, Tug, colleagues of mine, so to speak. We were all kind of growing at the same time. They don't do live streams really anymore. Flash does the Saturday ones, but that's about it. Everybody else switched to the short content. I like the live streams. I actually enjoy it. The short content is honestly more profitable per minute, but so it's not as fun. So that's why, you know, I love doing the live stream part of it. That's my favorite part. So. Do you have any plans to start putting the streams back on a podcast feed? Yes. The reason I haven't is because of an annoying thing with switching one of either I think the Google feed to a different RSS feed. But yes, and it'll be much easier to do when they're uploaded to the new channel. That'll be another benefit of it, is I'll be able to just grab those instead of having the live streams plus all of the short content and stuff like that. It'll be easier to grab just the live streams and upload those in podcast form. Angry Baneling, for a very short time, I had a ton of time to do the 4 short videos per day. And then all of a sudden, a bunch of shit happens like it always does, and it took my time away. So I haven't had time to do 4 short videos a day. I really want to do 4 short videos every day. It is my goal and desire to do that, because it was amazing for growth. It's awesome for the algorithm, and I might get back to it once I start getting the live streams off of the channel as well, but it's really just been about the past couple weeks I have not had time to do it. Cold Fate 2A, wannabe Hunan Mohammed says, about 100,000 of your subs are Angry Baneling's alt accounts. Eric July is Young Ripa. He's a libertarian that calls himself an anarcho-capitalist. Yeah, I'd love to talk to him. He sounds like a cool guy. I heard he got a strike after like 14 years or something. And Socialism is for Fig says, where is the Gorilla Man? I need Drex. Thought he was coming on tonight. You lied to us. I changed the title. It does say not with Drex. But he got in really late today. And so he went basically straight to sleep. Well, Angry, I still try to do 2 a day, at least. Today, I only got 1 out because I had to drive 5 hours, and I had to get back in time to spend at least a few minutes with Lady Rackets and then get ready for some show. So I was only able to get 1 out today. So, all right, guys. Let's go over to Twitch. Cry you a river? No. Lemon Party. Doug got a channel strike. And he's been prevented from uploading for a week. That's what happened with Doug. Believe me, Doug wants to put out videos. But that's what happened. Dove in Death says, starting to build my first master grade Gundam model. Wish you luck. Whoa. Good luck, buddy. Shadows King 101 says, I'm late because I had the best Counter-Strike Go office match of all time. Have some shekels courtesy of my GameStop stock. Kidding. There you go. Why don't you stay on YouTube? Jeff Bezos sucks. One, I like having a diversity of places that are active just in case I get yeeted off of one. And the other reason is it's just a different type of content and there's a different audience over there too. Hunter Biden in charge of the DEA. That's got to be a Babylon Bee article. Yeah, Twitch has the watch parties. If anyone's going to eat you, it's Twitch. I don't know. I haven't had any threats from either platform. I know that doesn't mean that it's not going to happen, but I haven't. Never gotten a warning of any kind. Never gotten a talking to. I mean, YouTube, I have a partner manager, so I feel a little more secure, but I'm a partner on Twitch as well, which is, I don't have a specific manager there, but, being in the partner program there is pretty intense. Let's see. All right, guys. Any good news about Parler yet? No, there's probably not going to be either. All right, guys. I'm going to move on over to Twitch. We'll catch you over there. Thanks for hanging out tonight. As always, can I partner with Doug? What do you mean partner with Doug? Like do a stream together? Yeah, I'd love to. Just move to Mines. Yes. All right, guys. I'll see you over on Twitch. Thanks for hanging out tonight. I'll play the outro since I don't always get to play it on the main channel with guests. And we've got a bunch of guests coming hopefully very soon. All right, I'll see you over there. Peace. Peace.
Oh, he drinks a fair bit, but you realize that it just helps get his noggin jogging along. With his glass by his side and his kids asleep tight, we'll hear some lost-plaining tonight. With his microphone muted, we'll laugh at this boomer until he explains it's all part of the plan. Watch his face become redder as he becomes meta, raging at idiots from Twitterland. From the white shores of Maine to the hills of Glenlivet, there's no one who explains the law better than Nick. So pour out a glass for the ones who have passed to make the law what we have now. Oh, his lady is fair, and she handles herself with the grace of one who has borne many children. As the wife of a lawman, she makes sure that he has the time and the place to provide for them there. So pour out an art bag, a bow, more a love rug. The spirits flow as the ones who get unemployed. So pour out a glass for the tea, post on Twitter as we hear Lost Planning tonight. From the white shores of Nam to the hills of Glenlivet, there's no one who explains the law better than Nick. So pour out a glass for the ones who have passed to make the law what we are now. Oh, the guests are all planet folks, from Doug T to Drex. They bring their perspective and spice to the mix. But the reason we're here and the one that we cheer is the one who is showcasing us his career. Get unemployed. So pour out a glass for the tea, post on Twitter as we hear Lost Planning tonight. From the white shores of Nam to the hills of Glenlivet, there's no one who explains the law better than